G'day guys, Sean Savage here from Streaker Marine, and I'm a little bit excited about this one. This is an absolute cracking 7.6 Southerner hardtop. It's got some amazing features in it that we've never done before. I want to give you a bit of a walkthrough and show you what it's all about. First things first, it's on the Easy Tow galvanized full poly trailer, rated 3.5 ton, custom built for the customer's requirements. It's got the stainless steel stone guards on there. It's got the stress-free anchor winch, which we're quite commonly known for doing. We've also got the twin LED light bars on top of the hard top there. This is an all-over white, which I think looks really sharp. It's got the swingers outriggers. With the swingers outriggers, they are a rod rigger as well. We'll go through those in a moment. Locally made, fantastic product. This is the thing I'm excited about. We've got some really cool stuff on the back here. We've got the Yamaha Twin 150 XCAs. And they're connected to the new Yamaha Helmmaster system with Joystick, which I haven't used on a twin rig before. So we're going to have some features we've never used, like crab walking and a few other things that, and the spot lock that we've never used with the twin rig before. I'm pretty excited to try that. The other thing that you Yellowfin gurus might know looks a bit different is the seating arrangement in this one. I think you guys will really enjoy what we've got to offer there. The shade extension on the roof, they're really good. They've got a zip in the shade as well, so you can still get access to your rods. We've got the radar roof rack on the top there, the usual suspects. So we're going to jump in. We can see the sea deck flooring, which we're quite commonly known for now at Streaker Marine. So we do the reverse checker plate from the factory, and then we run the sea deck flooring throughout the boat in custom colors and designs and logos, etc. We've got the bait station at the back there, which we've all seen before. The folding rear lounge, which is removable. We've upgraded the deck wash kit. We've got an upgraded battery system in the corner here with our twin start port and starboard motors, our house battery and our emergency parallel. As we work up to the front here, have a look at this. This is some amazing kit here. So what it is we have a full freezer system in this one here, a massive Esky freezer. Then we have storage for days. Beautiful locker doors. Again, what we got in this one, much of the same. Such nice quality as well. Everything just feels like it's well built. Straight in there. On this side, we have a Esky on this side, where the other one's a fridge. More drawers, which I believe, these are all lockable as well, which is a great feature. You're going to put all your stuff in there that you want to keep from prying hands. And then we have a table at the back there. Such a smart idea of using your space. What we've done with this boat, a little bit unique again, we've made our own switch panel system at the back here. So anything that's used at the back, so we've got fresh water, deck wash, hand wash, extra lighting, underwater lighting, live bait tanks, everything's at the back right here, so it's easy to get to. You don't have to run all the way to the front of the boat. Then we've got a custom switch panel over here, and that's all our bilge pumps, windscreens, light bars, etc. Above that, we have the Yamaha autopilot system. We've got the stress-free anchor winch with free fall, 8416 Garmin, Yamaha CL7, twin start batteries, which we'll do it in a minute. Your joystick, looks like a 10, and a custom-made overhead console. Zip wakes, compass, VHF with AIS, and Fusion stereo. So, first start, never started this thing before. In neutral, turn the ignition on. Everything fires up. We'll trim those motors down first. Sounds sweet. And push button starts. So, one. Easy as that. Okay, what do we got here? We'll do that later. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we're all unhooked. We're going to slowly bring her back. Off we come. So, one thing I love about twin rigs is my movability that I have just with my sticks here. So I've got my starboard side in gear, my other side in neutral. That's the way we've always controlled a twin rig. Now we have this amazing feature, which is our joystick control. Joystick on. Back we go. I want to turn. All I do, look at that. That is bananas. The single rig works fantastic. The twin rig, absolutely. That blew my mind. As I said, I've never used this before. The thing that they always talk about with these twin rigs is our side power. So I haven't tried it before, but we're going to go sideways. And there we go. See those motors splitting together? They've actually gone, I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're actually crab walking right now, and our motors are actually turned to crab walk the boat, which you guys might be able to see while looking at this here. So we're going sideways right now, which I've never done with an outboard driven motor before. Unbelievable. That is some cool bit of kit. What we're going to do now is I'm going to park the car, I'm going to turn the video off, we're going to fire up again once we get out in the bay, and we're going to have a good look at this gear and see how she performs out in the open water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading out. It is a nasty, rough old day heading out of Patterson River in Melbourne, Victoria. I am the cameraman and the wheelman, so please be a bit patient with me for there. All right, guys, so we're going to sneak her up. The first thing I really appreciate about these boats and the trim tabs and the balance and everything that the boat provides is I don't have to go fast to plane. Sitting on 2,700 RPM, feet of swell. I'm doing, what, 23 kilometers an hour. I'm dry, I'm comfortable, it's soft. I can do this all day. In a lot of boats that we use at 2,700 RPM, the boat's trying to plane and it's lifting its bow right up and it's uncomfortable and unbalanced and I can't see and blah, blah, blah. The trim tabs are down, which they naturally do at this speed and this angle. The motors are just humming away. I'm only using 23 litres for both motors combined. So, you know, my fuel economy is insane. I'll go up a few hundred RPM, 32 to 35, let's say. There's 3,500. We're getting, call it 43, 44 kilometers an hour, and we're using 36 liters an hour combined again, which is really probably better than I thought we would, to be honest with you. That's fantastic. The boat's so soft, so comfortable. There's no water noise, no water pattering. There's no jolts. The ride quality of these boats is really exceptional. It's one of the best, if not the best riding 7-meter boat I've ever really used. You know, it's one of those things where we haven't sacrificed our stability at rest to get that ride quality. The boat's just really well balanced and in proportion that it just does a lot of things right. You know, I'm not really pointing or shooting, I'm just steering the boat at the moment. I'm going straight, the boat is tracked straight, it's balanced, it's not bouncing up and down over the waves, it doesn't jolt, I can't hear the water under the hull. It just does a lot of things right. As we look behind us here, back of the boat's dry, it's comfortable, the rear lounge was out, people could sit there quite comfortably and have a nice soft ride. Spray's not coming in. In this sort of conditions, it's really hard to fault the boat. The boat is handling exceptionally well. I'll get back to the front over here. We'll turn it in, so we'll turn into a swell. Haven't done a lot. The boat just turns so level, doesn't sort of root around, if that makes sense. It does. It's very, very predictable to drive. We'll give it a little bit of positive trim. Up we go there. Again, super dry. Haven't used my wiper once. Following sea. A very sort of proud bow. It's not dipping into each wave. It's just chugging along. I'm doing heaps better and heaps faster than that fella over there, that's for sure. Just really soft, predictable. Sort of boat you can comfortably have all the boys in, go offshore, or have the family in. And this feel like you've always got complete control over the boat. There's no surprises, which is super nice. Again, look behind us. It's just chugging along. Hard to fault with that. We're running the motors in at the moment. We're not really giving them too much of a hard time. We'll turn back along this way again. Again, just look how level that's turning as we turn. Fantastic. It does love, the boat is very well suited to the single 300 or 250 Yamaha, the 4.2 litre. It is enjoying that a little bit extra weight at the back too, I think. That's really settled the boat in a really nice, comfortable position. I've always been a huge fan of the 300 Yamaha, but if you do have the financial capacity and the want of a twin rig, you know, it's certainly, it's impressing myself so far. It's been fantastic. Okay, we're coming back in now. We're heading into Carrum in Patterson Lakes. It said it's the nastiest part of this area is coming into this particular channel. It's where they really get short and sharp, following sea obviously coming back in. So it is a really good test for the boat. Trim's on halfway, sitting on 3,500 RPM. Never gives it justice, the weather through a camera, but it is quite choppy today. Choppy to rough. You can see that you can see in the camera there, but the waves are just starting to sort of curl over a little bit there. We're coming in. We haven't had the slightest thought of any type of unpredictability in the boat yet. It's just very, very safe, dry, straight. Just keeps tracking dead straight as we're going along. Again, I know I've said it a few times before, but how quiet the boat is really is it's amazing. You know, normally in these things we're really hearing that water under our feet and it's sort of tickering along, but this boat's just so quiet and dry. Our windscreen really, I haven't used a wiper once and been out here for 45 minutes. It's a fantastic rig. So now that we're going to slow down, we're going to go through some more features of the boat. One feature that the customer actually came up with on this boat that we give him credit for, it's been fantastic so far, I've been using it, is having our switch panel at the back here. So while I've been going through our freshwater, saltwater deck washers, hand washers and all those sort of things, making sure it's all in order, that's been working really, really well. It's, you don't have to walk all the way. Normally it's in a bit of an awkward spot behind the steering wheel, especially if there's someone behind the helm, you got to sort of step over them to get the live bait tanks and deck washers and things like that. But in this package, having it there, which I have seen cruise craft do, that they do in their boats at the transom or their powering, it's a very, very wise move. It works fantastic. So the Livescope stuff, I haven't done a lot with it, but from what I've seen so far, it's been exceptionally good as far as targeting fish. But we're going to get back to that a little bit later. These things are so easy to use, so if you're thinking about using a Garmin, I do recommend them. I'm not biased to any brand. I love Simrad and Garmin and Ray Marine and all that sort of stuff. I think they've all got fantastic features. So what we have is our charting, so we just push the chart and up it comes. We want to go back to where our screens are, we push the home screen. We've got our combos, so we can choose, you know what, I want fish finder in the high definition and in our traditional chirp. You can see all our fish under here, which is showing the same thing as we're going along. And then we can go to our favorites and make our own options at our favorites. So our most common screens that we use, we can have those there. We'll go back to Livescope. It gives us such a broad imagery of what's happening below the boat. Again, I haven't used that enough yet to really comment on it, but it looks fantastic. Our side scan, which a lot of the other brands are doing, and I find for my type of fishing to be a fantastic option. We've got another 7000 Southerner coming up to us now, another boat from Streaker Marine. When you come to Streaker Marine, we educate you. We take you out in the water and we teach you how to use your boats properly. So here's another customer picking up their 7000 Southerner. They're heading out with one of our professionals, Nick, at the moment. He's going through what's what inside the boat. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to push our fish point, which is going to hold the boat in this position. So now we're going to let the boat steer and slightly come in and out of gear to keep us in the position we want to be in. And while that's happening, we're going to go through some switches. So we've got our hand wash. If we turn that on, that gives us somewhere to wash our hands without leaning over too far on the side of the boat. So as we're baiting and doing whatever we're doing, just flick the hand wash on and that'll hold us in position. While that's running, we can just see these motors just doing some minute adjustments in and out of gear and slightly turning just to keep us in the actual spot that we're holding here, like that we're on anchor. The cool thing about that is if we did see a big school of fish or something under us where we were, if we're in 1 meter of water or 1,000 meters of water, we can just fish point it. The boat's going to hold this position. We don't have to anchor back on it. We might be too deep to anchor. We don't want to drift over it. You got to be a, mathematician to work all that stuff out. All I need to do is push one button and the boat's going to hold us here and we can drop our lines and see how we go. The next thing we're going to use is our fresh water. So we've got two hoses in this boat. We've got our fresh water, which is falling down here, and that's running off a bladder, and we've got our fresh water. Boom, easy as, fantastic. And then if we don't want to use fresh water and we want to use our saltwater deck wash, no problemo. Deck wash. While we're doing that, we're going to turn on our bait tank pump, our bait tank light, and our spotlights at the back there. So with our live bait tank, that's in here. With our bait tank, we have a pipe that we put in. We can cut this pipe to the height of where you want the water to start overflowing, circulating back through. And then we have our deck wash. Oh, did one I prepared earlier. Here it is. And the deck wash. This boat's got the fresh water and the salt water. Live bait tank's got an inspection lid. You can see that filling up just now. It's got an LED light in there as well, which you'll see a lot better at night. We've got underwater lights. We've got our spotlights at the back and internal red lighting throughout the boat. Again, hard to see during the day. Sea deck flooring's just so nice underfoot. The other thing we've done, because this boat's got so many electronic features inside it, it's very important to be able to access all this stuff. So what we've got in here is access to all our common fuses and our Garmin information and everything. So instead of spending half the day getting all this side pocket out, it's got a simple inspection port, and if we need to get to something, it's easy as that. Again, just talking about this fish point for a moment because it's such a cool feature. The boat's just doing such small little changes right now with this electric steering and the SDS, which is that shift dampening system control box. Yamaha is ahead of the game with this stuff. We haven't really moved whatsoever since we've been doing this. The boat's just holding its position and we can just feature around. We're in a tight little area around here realistically, and I haven't even really looked. We've got our center bunk cushion in here. There's a toilet in there as well. And we've also got, if you can see in there, the pie warmer, which we've custom made on a bracket there, which works fantastic. And then if we don't want to see any of that, down goes the roller door. All right, fish point off, joystick on, turn the boat. All I'm doing is turning this sideways, and wherever I'm turning this control box is where we're going. I hope you've enjoyed the walk through here. We've sort of seen as much as we can out of this boat, and I think you'll find that at Streaker Marine, where we are on Mountain Highway Bayswater, we can really tailor your needs to build what you've got in your mind as your dream as the a reality. You know, this is what we do. We make custom stuff. We work really hard. We work directly with our customers. Sometimes you just want to leave it in our hands and just let us do our thing, and other times you've got a bit of a vision, i.e. this, you know, the seat boxes and all that sort of gear and the shade extension. You know, these are things we do. We can help, and we understand how to build the perfect boat. We've got the right people, and we love what we do.